One warning, one accusation, and all of a sudden the word World War, it is being whispered now. You're watching TimesXP. My name is Rhetoric and Caracas is very angry. Washington is unmoved and the oil routes of the Caribbean, they are turning into the battleground. Venezuela says that the United States has crossed a red line. Oil tankers seized, ships intercepted, military forces expanding across the Caribbean Sea, and now a blunt message from Caracas to Washington. Stop or face the consequences that can shake the entire world. Well, Venezuela's foreign minister, Juan Gil, he didn't mince his words. He accused US of piracy. In fact, illegal use of force, stealing sovereign oil. Now, this is not law enforcement. That's what he wants. He said this is looting. And then came the chilling line here. If this continues, it could push the entire world towards a global confrontation. Now pause. Let that sink in. Why is this escalation so fast? Because oil is no longer just oil, right? It is power. It is pressure. It is punishment. Donald Trump, the president of the United States, has announced that Caracas calls a total blockade. Any sanctioned oil tanker entering or leaving Venezuela, it will be targeted, it will be intercepted, it will be stopped. The US claims that Maduro government uses oil money to fund drug trafficking, terror network, human smuggling. In the meantime, Caracas calls those accusations a lie. Well, Venezuela's response, it was immediate. Not with missiles, but with law. The National Assembly moved fast. Lawmakers approved a new bill in its very first reading that was designed to protect the freedom of navigation here. It was designed to defend maritime trade. It was designed to push back against what Venezuela calls the US economic warfare. The message was pretty clear here. We will not accept a blockade quietly here. But here's where the story gets bigger. Venezuela is not standing alone now. That's right. Russia is watching, China is watching, and both are signaling support here. Not troops, not warships yet, but diplomatic backing, economic alignment, strategic sympathy. And that changes the entire equation, because when oil, sanctions, and great powers collide, history tells us that things can spiral fast. Caracas is framing this as more than just US-Venezuela fight, right? It is calling it something else: an attack on international trade, a threat to global shipping, a dangerous precedent. If one country can seize another country's oil at sea, Venezuela is asking that who is safe tomorrow? Washington's stance, it is equally blunt. Well, the Trump administration insists that the blockade is legal, the enforcement is justified, the pressure is real. It is not war. But here, critics warn that blockades, they are acts of escalation. Seizures can trigger retaliation. Miscalculation at sea, it turns deadly. The Caribbean is no longer just calm. More patrols, more interceptions, more tension. Every single ship, it now carries risk. Every move is watched.